the local economy. Conservative groups decided if they were elected last year, they would withdraw that investment. And that's what's in. Look behind us and see how all of it is attack. Something's wrong. It's an attack. It's nearly a year to the day since the Tories were elected into power at County Hall. But it's more than a year to the day since the Tories decided to withdraw finances from Ashington, from the whole. And they decided, as part of the manifesto, that Ashington got too much money. Ashington got everything. What a load of bunkum! Yeah. Ashington has had a leisure centre in the last 30 years. That's what Ashington's had. And you know what? The county council Tories think that's enough. Well, listen, I'm from Ashington, and I'm telling you, that isn't enough. It's not acceptable. There was a £32 million investment guaranteed from the Labour-run council at County Hall. And the Tories said, if elected, we'll withdraw that money. We'll not give Ashington that money. And you know what? They've been true to their word. They've withdrawn every halfpenny. And I'll let you into a little secret. I believe in the not too distant future, the figures will show that it's took more money to withdraw from Ashington than what it would be to put County Hall here in the first place. Right. Now weigh that one up for yourselves. Weigh it up. And what it means is it's a deliberate attack on the people of Ashington. Not acceptable. The £32 million would have meant County Hall, it would have meant retail, and it would have drawn 1,000 jobs immediately from Morpeth. It then would have encouraged more jobs because of the footfall, and it would have meant a massive injection for the town, and it would have changed it with good jobs, decent jobs, good wages, terms and conditions. That's what it was about. You will know that there's people happy, and the consultation, there was 200 people out of 30,000 said they wanted a cinema. I understand that people fancy a cinema in Ashington, but not on this site. We need it for jobs, and we need it for growth, and we need it for investment, and we need it to encourage other businesses in this area. That's why it's so important that we proceed on the basis that we want this developed. If it's not County Hall, then it's not some sort of cinema where we'll struggle. There'll not be any jobs created. There'll be a lack of investment, more than we could ever consider. And it's not just here, by the way. It's in Bedlington as well. This week there was an announcement that they'll invest, the county, the councils, the Tory councils will invest 6.5 million in basically the Bedlington Hall behind Tesco's. That was to be an £11 million investment. And again, the Tory council have withdrawn nearly half of the investment in Bedlington. There's problems in Newbiggin. And it's not, listen, it's deliberate, because they've said openly, they're not hiding this, that they want money invested in other parts of Northumberland, in South East Northumberland. Have had enough. We live in one of the best communities in the world. I'm so proud, not about everybody else is here. I'm so proud of this place, but I'm absolutely gutted at what is happening to this. It's like an attack on our own people. And it's just not acceptable. It really isn't acceptable. So we've got to continue to fight. We need jobs in Ashington. We need good, well-paid jobs, trade union recognition, well-paid. We need investment for small businesses, medium-sized enterprises, and this is ideal for that. Remember, we shouldn't criticise people who maybe want other things here, but what we want is to ensure that we do the best for Ashington. So Carol has been absolutely outstanding. Thank you everybody for coming. It's a great turnout, by the way, absolutely brilliant. So thank you so much, and I'll just give you this guarantee. As your MP, I'll fight tooth and nail 24/7, 365 days a year to make sure we get what we want here in the Ashington pool. Thank you very much.
In coming today, my concern is that what has happened today here, as good as it is not simply the only event. This is something that those at County Hall who've listened to the west of the county as far as financing education and not closing 18 schools, which they themselves brought forward as a project, they've U-turned on that, but it is important that the people of Ashington from today continue to make their voice heard, and not only their voice heard, but the excellent points they've made today taken by those at County Hall and acted upon with immediacy. This is not a project that has to go on and on and on being unattended. This is unfair to the people of Ashington. Is it votes? Is it values? And if it's values, Ashington deserves the same approach as other parts of the county.
You've got a fair lot of people out here. Do you think the process will make a difference?
The process can only make a difference, and it can only make a positive difference. In having no presence at all today, there would be a feeling that there was not concern. This today has started the highlighting of the concerns of the people of Ashington, which appear, by their lack of attendance at this, a complete lack of concern about the people of Ashington by those people at County Hall who are dealing with finances and development in the county.
The issue today, why we've got hundreds of people from Ashington and from different places, by the way, not just people from Ashington that's here, is because of this eyesore, what you see behind me. This was supposed to be a huge investment. The Labour Authority in Northumberland agreed £32 million investment in Ashington to stimulate the local authority, create jobs, 900 jobs from Opus. Then you would have more jobs coming in. There would be more investment in more small and medium enterprises, and we would have people employed with decent wages, terms and conditions. You know, here in Ashington, we've got one of the worst employment rates in the country. We've got a low wage economy. We've got lots of problems. This would have sought to remedy lots of problems we've got here. And for a deliberate act from a council, from the Tory council in Northumberland, to simply say, cynically, we're withdrawing the money, when indeed it'll cost more to withdraw than it would to complete the development and enhance the lives of people in Ashington, is absolutely disgraceful. And the people here have got every right, every justification to ask, what on earth is going on here?
Well, I think it's gone brilliant. We've had a good turnout. We're getting the message across. Now we've got to make sure that Jackson actually listens to it, because at the minute he's burying his head in the sand and thinking that Ashington people are just going to go away, which we're not, as it proves by how many has actually turned up. We need answers. We need jobs brought into Ashington. A cinema is not going to work. It's because it's not bringing work into Ashington. And the high street is virtually dying. And I feel so sorry for the shopkeepers. They've actually come to the protest as well. So they've taken time out their busy day. And I just think it's a disgrace. It's a real disgrace that it stood like that for a year. Overnight, when they got into power, overnight, they stopped that. They pulled all the posters down and just stopped it. It's cost them a fortune to buy the contractors out, because they were getting sued left, right and centre. So that £80 million lie, it's a lie. This was only going to cost £35 million. And his liquor paint for the old County Hall was £17 million. That was a very expensive liquor paint. So yeah, people are annoyed, and I don't blame them. And I'm very proud that the Ashington folk have turned out and that the cars are tooting at them when they get past. It just shows we all care. We care about our town.
And it's been a very peaceful protest, hasn't it?
Yes, that was the main thing. I didn't want to make it political. I wanted it to be peaceful, and they've all done that. Really good. I mean, some of them were angry, but I mean, I've been angry as well myself, so, you know, but what can we do? We just got to keep fighting.